where the palm trees sway. There's a special show to brighten up your day. From rockin' festivals to Broadway dreams, tune in with Bonnie G. It's a desert scene. The desert scene with Bonnie G. Meet the stars and feel the beat. From the Coachella Valley, it's the place to be. For all the culture, fun, and harmony. The desert scene, yeah, with Bonnie G.
From Palm Springs, California, this is The Desert Scene, celebrating the arts, entertainment, and culture of the Coachella Valley and desert cities. Presented by the Mutual Broadcasting System, The Desert Scene spotlights local theater, music, comedy, festivals, and more. Now, here's your host, Bonnie G.
Welcome to The Desert Scene. So happy to have you here today. And I'm really excited to have returning as a Desert Scene guest, my very good friend, Doug Graham, who does everything. He's been on Broadway, singer, dancer, actor, choreographer, director, producer, voice teacher, dance teacher, and his new skill is he's become very adept at AI and creating all of these great videos and editing video montages together. So, he pretty much does it all. Hey, Doug, thanks for being here.
I am honored, Bonnie, to be the first, I guess, inaugural guest on your returning show, which is so deserving. And I'm so happy that this has happened here at this beautiful space. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. So you've got your third fundraising event coming up for Palm Springs Cultural Center, which if you haven't been there, there's so much going on there. You've really got to check it out. There's film, plays, music, all kinds of stuff. And Doug has now done two very successful fundraising events for the center because it's a lot of expenses to run a place like that. This one is called What a Feeling. It's Saturday, November 29th, 7 p.m. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is a concert fundraiser, and it is interesting because we decided the Cultural Center had never done a benefit just for themselves before. They've gotten money from things that have come in, of course, from the theater companies and from this Broadway series that's coming in that's starting soon this next season. Shows like this Razzle Dazzle show that you may be familiar with that Bonnie does there. So they get their money from these outside sources. This was designed just for them. So last year we took a big chance. I'm the chair of the events planning committee, and we took a chance to create a concert fundraiser to see how it worked. In fact, Bonnie was part of the very first one.
Great fun.
And helped us raise. We had a goal of raising $50K, and well, we didn't make that. We made about $92K.
Which was fabulous.
It was really exciting. So, and we found something that works, which is What a Feeling is, of course, the name of a song from the 1980s movie, Dirty Dancing. And so last year was the 70s. So we thought, let's take this now that we know that works into a decade that's even more immediate with a lot of these people here, the crazy 80s. So this is a celebration of the movies, the nominated and award-winning, Oscar award-winning songs of the 1980s. And there's so much really amazing material to choose from for this in a very specific niche.
How did you narrow that down? Because there is a lot to choose from.
Well, I think you may know my process from working with you in terms of collecting all these Broadway songs that we want to do. So what I do is I look at all the songs that were nominated and all the songs that won. I pick the ones that kind of trigger things for people that might remember all these great memories from the 80s and the movies. And I write them on cards and I say, that's out, this is in. And I create a show basically based on what wins the process of elimination.
And do you have sort of a little storyline that goes through the whole thing?
This one's not a storyline per se, other than what the theme is, the award-winning Oscar songs. We always like to end it on a high note. As you know, when you did it, we ended it up with Rainbow Connection, which is a beautiful message, and it was also, by chance, one of the award-winning songs. What a Feeling is in the show, of course, because it's what a feeling that we are all together creating this benefit and this money for the organization. So it's a theme, and we end up with a really heartfelt message at the end, which I'm not going to give away.
Yes, you have to come see it.
Yes.
And I'm very excited to hear that Craig Ramsey and Catherine Wolford are.
Yes.
Did I pronounce your last name right?
Reeford.
Are back as because they were so great the first show.
Yeah.
So you got them back.
Yeah, we we went on. We were playing with ideas of what do we do this time around, and of course the '80s was there, and who's going to host it? I said, well, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it, right?
Yeah, and they're such great personalities. They're both Broadway people on their own, and they were the winners of the Amazing Race Canada a couple of years ago. She has an amazing, heartwarming, inspirational story of living with terminal brain cancer.
Amazing, yeah.
And she's still going strong, and she has a message that anything is possible. She's well past her termination date, as she chose to say it. So between the chemistry they have as best friends together and former Broadway dancer and singers, and they have some great fun things they're going to bring to the table with a lot more dancing this time. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Because they're both, I think they met in dance class. Isn't that correct? Years ago? Was it dance class?
Yes, they met in ballet class in Canada. They're from Canada, and they stayed lifelong friends, and they were in New York together, sharing an apartment as they did their Broadway shows, their individual Broadway shows. So they have been lifelong friends.
Long history. And that really shows. They mesh so well on stage, and that really shows when you're emceeing a show.
Yes.
And who's your musical background?
My music director?
Yes.
That's going to be Alex Danson.
Wonderful.
Again, returning this time. Alex got a great niche and a great flair for this kind of jazzy style and bringing this wonderful combo band together. Jeff Saeda on bass, and the drummer, pardon me, I have a blondness going on. I can't remember the drummer's name, but he's a boy.
Okay.
Same boy that we did last year.
It's not Craig Chestnut, not...
No.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And tell us about your cast.
Okay, I got to look at your sheet.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll forget too. So we got the following people besides our host. We have Francesca Amari, Kimberly Roford, Kimberly Colfer, Angela Dallaire, Jerome Elliott, Michelle Estrada, Seth Hampton, Patrick Piper, and Daniel Stewart. One of the really fun things about the cast is it's such a specific niche. And we need to find a rocker, because one of the two songs that are going to be in the show, or in the movies that you know, are Eye of the Tiger from, guess that movie, Rocky III, combined with Power of Love, name that movie, Back to the Future.
So you need somebody that can really
We need to find a rocker.
Yeah.
So I was at the Roost open mic on Mondays with Joel Baker, and sure enough, this guy shows up and brings out his guitar, and he is a gay rocker, which you don't find anywhere.
Yeah.
And he just delivered these sounds, was like, this is what I need. He was like, oh, I'm all about it. So he's part of our show now to deliver this very specific niche.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how do you, other than the theme of songs from the 80s and the movies, what's your thought process? What's your process, I guess, when you put together a show like this, other than finding that theme in those songs?
Boy, that's a really good question. I used to design shows for convention shows back in Florida. I lived in Florida, and I worked for Disney for a couple things. So I have a lot of sort of insight in my DNA for how to design shows. And I know what works in terms of the flow of a show. In other words, you can't have a heartwarming ballad.
Five ballads in a row.
Five ballads in a row.
Right.
So it's a combination of how do we entertain and touch some people's hearts. And honestly, in this day and age, we need escape.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And this is the 80s was such a fun, in the movies anyway, was such a fun time for escapism. So I really wanted to have that, just let people enjoy getting away and enjoying this amazing music, and every song will bring back a memory for you. And to tie it together with some kind of a heartfelt feeling without feeling like I'm lambasting you with a message.
Yeah, hitting you over the head with it.
But it's it kind of fed itself with the order of the show. So
tell people, well, first of all, let's get this out again. What a Feeling, fundraiser for the Palm Springs Cultural Center, Saturday, November 29th, 7 p.m. Where can people get tickets?
Online. If you go to the Palm Springs Cultural Center website, rather than give the website, just Google Palm Springs Cultural Center and look for What a Feeling. Or you can put What a Feeling in your Google search. It'll come up with Eventbrite tickets for you, which are right there for you.
Talk about a little bit about, for people who have, I can't believe no one has been to the Cultural Center yet, but for someone who hasn't really been or doesn't really know about it, tell them what it's all about.
It's such a unique place because it used to just show movies until it became the Cultural Center, was the Camelot movie theater, for those of you who
Most
remember that.
people remember that,
Yes.
yeah.
And now it's a cultural center, which means that there'll always be something different. There's like a little niche of something fun. For example, there's a Hitchcock retrospective going on now. I think it's once a month. And before every movie, you're not only entertained when you come to your seat by seeing clips of what happened during that year the movie came out, but there will be some kind of a talking, sharing from people who are experts in that particular field or that movie that will give you insight into what that's going on. There's also shows going up in the VIP room now, which is Bonnie's show. Francesca has a show up there.
Melba Miller has jazz,
the Americana show. So there's all kinds of things for everybody. 2 theater companies are there now, the Bent and the Desert Ensemble Theater Company. And now that we have Theater 2 going on, we now can present cabaret shows. And Bonnie just did her amazing cabaret show called Torch, which is all about
songs with a twist. That was great fun. Yeah.
And so we have now the capability, thanks to the fundraiser of last year, we were able to transfer Theater 2, which was just for film, into a full-on performing arts space.
What is because I know there are many things on the list, but what's the main thing on the list this time that they want to tackle next from money from this fundraiser?
Yeah, well, last time the niche was to transfer Theater 2. This one, honestly, is to keep the lights on. However, we're going to be a little bit more specific because people love a goal.
Right.
We need more seats. So there'll be some kind of like, let's get this done. But it's for the full broad spectrum of how do we keep the cultural center going.
And still offering all this to everybody.
Yeah, because it's ticket sales and everything that comes up from those kind of those kind of things really only pay for about half of what it needs.
And this season is a little rough for everybody.
Because
people are staying home. Canadians aren't back, so it's tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing that's really cool, of course, is that our hosts are Canadians. And they have a huge group of people who are aboard.
Ambassadors. Come to Palm Springs for great entertainment.
That's their plan.
Yeah.
And they're bringing a whole slew of, hey, Canadians, come on and we love you and come and enjoy the show and be part of what's real here at the Cultural Center and in Palm Springs.
I have to ask you, you wear so many hats. I wear a lot of hats, but you wear a lot of hats. Is there one that's sort of your favorite, or is it whatever you're doing at the time?
Boy, that's a great question, Bonnie. I have a new cabaret show that's coming up that I'm going to be calling It's Just the Gypsy in My Soul. Some of you may not be aware, there's a term in theater called gypsy. It's not the term of gypsy you may know. I go from show to show, gig to gig. You know how that is.
Yeah.
I'd have it no other way, but honestly, whatever I'm doing, as long as it's creative and I feel like serves a purpose, not only for my soul, but to bring other people a sense of escapism and joy, that's what feeds me. And I love teaching.
So you love it all.
I love it all.
Yeah.
How can you? It's apples, oranges, pears, bananas. It's everything's
and
equal.
And this new AI thing. I mean, he's like a kid with a new toy. I mean, you've just gone crazy with it.
Out of control. Yes, I must be stopped.
I love it. He must be stopped. Well, Doug Graham, again, he is the brainchild behind this What a Feeling, the newest fundraiser for the Palm Springs Cultural Center, coming up Saturday, November 29th, 7 p.m. Go to the Palm Springs Cultural Center website. Tickets on Eventbrite. Thank you so much for being here. You're always a great guest. Thank you.
Oh, Bonnie, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Great to be together with you.
If you guys love the show, please share it with your friends. And you can subscribe for free wherever you get your podcast. Just hit the like and subscribe button.
And share.
And we'll see you next time on The Desert Scene.